Hey y'all. So, here we are in a new year, right? Brand new year. But you also got to know because you enter into the new year with a new mindset, a new way of doing things, a new way of handling things, and a new way of thinking. Everybody that's in your circle did not come over the same way, right? Some of us said that we was going to change. Some of us said that we was going to leave old habits behind. Some of us said we was going to leave baggage in 2024. Some of us said we was going to be a better version of ourselves. We weren't going to complain no more. We weren't going to lie on people. We weren't going to cheat, yada, 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 right? All the broken record of things that we do every year the same time, December 31st, before 12 midnight, we make all these promises knowing fully well that we're not going to follow through. Some of us. And the reality is, some of us are very adamant in making sure that we make the necessary changes that we need to make when we cross over from one year to the next. Because in the latter year, we learned some things about ourselves and we realized that some things we held on to was not worth holding on to. And we also realized some things that we dealt with, we should not have dealt with that. And we also came to the understanding some responses that we made, we didn't need to make no response. We could have kept them wasteful words to ourselves because it really didn't matter to the other person. It really didn't make a difference in the situation. And we realized that a lot of time we wasted our breath on unnecessary stuff and being bothered with people that really had no good intentions for you. They said they loved, they said they like you when they really didn't even care for you. And you came to the realization and God showed you some things and allowed you to feel some things so you can know who to cut off and who to let go. I'm sure it was difficult for you to do it, but it was necessary, right? It was totally necessary. But even in that, even in everything that you dealt with in 2024 and you was able to transition over to 2025 and leave all that negative stuff behind. Leave the disappointment, leave the hurt, leave the guilt, leave the blame, right? Leave feeling not being loved and not being cared for. You left all of that behind and you was able to cross over fully free with your mind set on what you're going to do. And you've been doing a pretty good job. You have. You've been focused. You've been prayerful. You've been following what thus said the Lord. You've been doing pretty good. But you know what your one problem is? You forgot about them people that was in 2024 that drug over to 2025. The same garbage that they had over there, they brought it over here. That's the same circle of friends and families, people you're dating, people you're married to, that you're still involved in. And as long as you are in that circle of them individuals, they're going to rub off on you and they're going to put you right back where you came from. So if you made all this effort to make a change, to be a better version of yourself for you, not nobody else, but for you, why would you go back to the same circles and listen to the same okie doke and be around the same ignorance and dealing with the same nonsense that you got away from? Why would you do that? Why would you put yourself in that position to be subject to stuff like that? It defeats every effort that you made. So you got to know, again, because you change, because you made a difference, because you see clearer, and because you have visions and dreams that you want to achieve and goals you want to reach, everybody on that same page. They're not. And so, any and every opportunity that they are able to get with you, they're going to poke you like the bear. And they're going to try to get you to revert back to where they are. So you got to be prayed up. You got to stay woke and you have to stay aware, right? Ask God to cover your mind, cover your heart, keep you in perfect peace and keep you focused on the direction that you are going. And don't let nobody, and I mean nobody, do you hear what I'm saying? I'm going to say it again. Nobody deter you from your progress. You're going to miss it. If you allow them to detour you from the path that God has you on, you're going to miss it. And I promise you, December 31st, 2025, you're going to be really mad at yourself. You're going to be extremely mad because you're going to reflect and you're going to see where you could have been, but you let them certain individuals stop your progress. Keep your head on straight. Keep your eyes forward. Keep your head clear and keep your eyes on God. Hear me when I'm saying. Are you listening to me? I want you to hear every word that I'm saying and take heed to it. Hear me. You hear what I'm saying? Listen. Don't be so hard-headed.